EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. And off we go here from Mile High. Marvin Mims now from his own end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. As they're on the 19-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
They tried to go with a quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. That one's incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. And 10 yards to go. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He will air this out, looking for something. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. McCarthy now going to start with a pass. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Minnesota.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On play action, here's McCarthy. No chance at all. He'll go down. What to do now as they come up on second and long. Play action now. It's McCarthy. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And it's going to bring up a third down. To throw is McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's first and goal. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's first and goal. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. At the 2-yard line. To the air once more is McCarthy. A look to the end zone and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. And it's going to bring it to third and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
That one, take it in. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Vikings.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there. And
trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. Into space. He's inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. Riker out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This ball's going to wind up nowhere close to the landing zone. Definite mishit there. This one's going to be spotted out beyond the 40. So, a couple of first downs to give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That'll be complete to Dobbins. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 18.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 47 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull back and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. And probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
This is Harvey, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. And now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he can't get away. Down he goes at the 16. The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on. Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than you would have preferred.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That one on target to Moore. Inside the 20. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 83 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get the ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
McCarthy going to throw again. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision turned it loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points here, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Second down. Nix. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. A pick up there of 19 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
A first down throw for Nix. Open man downfield. It's Franklin. That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
Gain of 27 on the play. That's another Broncos first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
To throw is Nix.
Why you throw it so hard? You throw it so hard.
It'll bring up second and goal. On the zone read, this is Nick. He'll get a couple, mark him down the 3.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for, but in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Nick's going to keep it on the zone read, and he's going nowhere. And dropped behind the line, and now it's the 4th and goal.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's third down, let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
On 4th down, here's Nick. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where as an offense you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted, but let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
He'll run. This is Jmar24nj. And he'll get forward for a football. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead, despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down. 2 minutes to go here. Till halftime. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Line chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Ty Felton, the intended receiver that time. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again is McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 4th down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver. And it's a great example there.
Gonna look deep, looking for more. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Back to throw is Nick. open man downfield. That's Ingram. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing is Nix. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Second and 4.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work to separate the man from the football. And he'll bring up third down.
Third down and 4.
They'll throw. It's Nix.
Oh my God. What the fuck are you doing?
It is incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it's going to be fourth down.
4 yards, y'all. Come on.
Game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even equal.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's got it about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
It's a gain of 20. That's good.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's Nix to throw. That one in the end zone.
Really?
Coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal. Throwing. Nix. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Broncos. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hands, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff. Is coming their way. Price now to return it. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. On first down, here's McCarthy. He connects with Jordan Addison. Second and a yard.
Jordan Addison. A gain of 9. Brings up second and 1.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he will dive into the end zone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. So now McCarthy's going to bring up the Vikings, and they will go for 2. Here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. And the two-point conversion is unsuccessful. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he is stopped at the 25. His drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
On first down, here's Nicks to throw. And he'll tear one out.
I didn't see that safety in the middle field. All right.
And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. They've got it at the 8. First down and goal. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He's got it at the 3.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion. A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
They'll look to throw for it with McCarthy. Picked up by Jaquan McMillan. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Nicks out of throw here on first down. He's going to try it here again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go. The second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
He feels more freebies. Oh, that's some wildcat action going on, huh?
Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Try again. It's second and 10. Opening carry of the game from Aaron Jones. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. The linebacker Jonathan Cooper on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6. In motion, Naylor. To the air, on third down is McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the background. In this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Here's Hawkinson in motion.
Short guy.
It's McCarthy. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. On that hookup, it'll be a Vikings first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running or zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throw once more. Here's McCarthy. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked up by Jmar24nj.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seems. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit. Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
That's caught on the right side by Sutton. The tackle's going to be made at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Broncos.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Nix. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on the previous drive. They've still got some work to do.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Oh, shit.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Jones. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. That's the safety telling no fumble on the tackle.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
They're trying to run for the first down. Jones. And he's got nowhere to go. Defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. He'll run for it, and it's Jones. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. He threw it, but the pass is incomplete.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass.
Oh, shit.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it's going to be 3rd down. Back to throw is Nix. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing is Nix. That's caught once again by Ingram. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead, it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense, and he has his head down just in disbelief.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. To the goal line and in. Evans Ingram. Touchdown, Denver. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
It's a great example of why the premium players in this league on defense, Mike, they're the guys that impact the passing game, whether that's defensive backs or guys that can defend at a high level, but especially pass rushers, because even though he doesn't get the sack, it's the pressure that leads to the bad throw that leads to the incompletion.
Jefferson on the right side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Just see him get off the quarterback. He's like, man, hold that ball for one tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him.
3rd and 2. Here we go. fullback trying to push the punt. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. In motion, Naylor. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's got his receiver, it's Jones. Now inside the 25.
Oh, shit.
Touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got that 3. A big one here in the fourth quarter. A gain of 66 yards. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. Mason. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here now, second down and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Riker good with the extra point. The Vikings go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Knicks now on first and 10. And he'll slide to a hook after picking up about 6.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Second down. Knicks. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack. And it'll set up a third down. Throwing now from the gun. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards. Here's Nix to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he is out of bounds.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That is caught, and he's in. Roy Franklin, touchdown Broncos. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's harped his defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Ty Felton now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Jones to begin this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And that'll move the sticks. 1st down, up to the 4.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on 3rd down. Yes, it is the 4th quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining, so keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up a 1st down.
They'll go back to Jones on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. It is 2nd down and 5. They'll run the toss here with Jones. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. 2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This crowd trying to be a factor, getting very loud now. It's 3rd and 5. They'll drop the throw. He's got a receiver. It's Allison. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
This is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock, keep an eye on it. They should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Running is Jones. And he'll run forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
second down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And it'll be a short pickup, but that's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they ended up holding them to just a short gain.
On third and a yard, it's McCarthy. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
The quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You can hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just a perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jmar24nj. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too predictable. The defense is able to take the ball away, and barring something crazy happening, puts them in a prime position to close this one out.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
On second down, it's Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That's the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.